Alright, hello guys, we're back. It's me, Clock, and we're playing Sweet Dreams, a visual novel, and I guess the sequel to Missing that we played. Lee. Oh, I'm pooped. Can't wait to just collapse in a nice, comfy bed. You yawn again. At this point, it's a fight to even keep your eyes open. Tiredly, you pull out your phone to check your arrival status. Not for another hour, huh? This place really is out in the boonies. Your destination is Border Springs, an idyllic little countryside town. It's where you were born and raised, although you have little to no memory of this place anymore. I want to go home already. This entire trip has been your mother's idea. Oh no. Ring ring. Speak of the devil. Beep. Hello? Oh. Lee. Unruly red hair, piercing eyes, a successful and ruthless businesswoman. Even now, as she speaks to her only child, there's not a hint of tenderness in her voice, in her features. Hi, Mom. Did you arrive yet? Not for another hour. I see. How's the ride been so far? It's different. Everything here is so outdated. This train looks like it was made 200 years ago. 147 years ago, the railroad never bothered to upgrade it. But it does its job. Once a week, it goes to and from the nearest city for supplies, picking up the occasional passenger on the way, although people don't tend to take this route in the first place. You should be glad it's still running. The only alternative to getting to Border Springs is by foot. Thank you, Miss CEO of Trains. It still sucks, and I still want to go home. You're spoiled, that's why. I've coddled you for far too long. You do nothing all day but stay in your room playing video games. That's what I'm doing right now. It's time you get out into the real world. I touched grass the day before yesterday. By shipping me off to someplace so remote it doesn't even show up on the map? It's your birthplace. You'll be thanking me, Lee. Besides, you have Petunia there. I'm not even that close with her anymore. We've barely spoken since I moved. You got along just fine 10 years ago. Make it work. I have a meeting to go to soon. Let me know when you arrive. Please. Bye, little Plum. Bye, Mom. Wow, that was okay. Pretty straightforward, I guess. Didn't have to roast me like that. Jeez. So much for that, I guess. You look around the passenger car. Like your mother said, there weren't many people taking this train in the first place. The passenger car was practically empty, and ideally, you'd use this time to doze off a little. Please stop saying, I think they're an adult. Wait, I think they're an adult, aren't they? Keyword being ideally. Oh, why are we creeping? Aw, babe, I love you so much. I love you so much more. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's not like I'm gonna get a wink of sleep anyway with how loud that couple behind me has been this entire ride. Peeking. She peeking. I'll just go to the restroom. Splashing some cold water on my face might help wake me up. Get up out of your seat and... Ow. Excuse... me? Familiar face looks back at you with concern. Are you hurt? No, sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. You squint at him. Those droopy eyes and nervous demeanor. He reminds you of someone. Have we met before? Are you hitting on me? Hey, yo, dude! She said, "Did she crow?" Excuse me. You're a little bit of a freak, eh? Alright, dude. What? No, I'm not. Sorry, it was a dumb question anyway. No, not at all. I'm Crow. He shyly motions to himself. I work here. Let me know if you need anything. I'm at your service. Right, you yawn in his face, but quickly catch yourself. Sorry, that was rude. I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm just really tired. Shake your head, hoping you didn't offend the poor dude with your rude behavior. Don't know what's up with me today. It's alright. You must have had a long trip. Yeah, been traveling all day. I can tell by those impressive bags underneath your eyes. Is it that bad? No, no, you are perfect. Oh, I know. How about something caffeinated to drink? It'll be on us, as an apology for bumping into you. Ooh, okay. Alright. First save of the game, baby. And you know what we're going for? We're getting some black... Oh, wait, that's black coffee. That's not black tea. We're getting the black coffee. Whatever. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. I still remember that one time I drank like 3 cups to pull an all-nighter studying for an exam. I can always rely on a nice warm brew to keep me up. That would be nice. I'd like a... You yawn, interrupting yourself midway. You blink back the tears. Crow gives you a smile. Rest up for a little bit. I'll have your coffee ready as soon as possible. Wait a second, I didn't ask for a coffee. Wait a minute, I didn't ask for a coffee. I didn't say it yet. Hey man, I hear you're giving out free drinks? How about 2 more for us as well? It's our anniversary! The girlfriend cuddles closer to her boyfriend in a display of, I don't know, showing off how not single she is. Hussy. No. Crow gives them a polite smile, but it's clear he's not quite sold on the idea. Sensing the imminent rejection, she turns to you for backup. Help a girlie out? It's our anniversary! New drinking game. Take a shot every time she mentions her anniversary. Despite the girlfriend's incessant nagging, you still feel obliged to assist her. But even if I want to help out, it's still really impolite for me to impose on Crow's generosity by asking for additional drinks. I'll have to turn the couple down. Turn to face the couple who are giving you that hopeful, expectant look with their big, pleading eyes. Ugh. I'll just offer to cover their part of the bill. That way everybody's happy. Even if it's at your own expense. You're not too fucking nice, dude. I would have just said that's not up to me. Sorry. Sorry. See you later, nerds. You nod to yourself, having decided on the best course of action. How about I just pay for the... Well, I can't be disappointing our lovely patrons on such a special day now, can I? The pair visibly perk up at his sudden shift in tone. So, what would you two like? I'll have some drought beer. How about you, babe? Draft beer? I think it was draft. I don't know. Dude, I don't drink fucking beer. Surprise me, but make sure it's a romantic drink made with lots of love. Oh, don't say that. Crow's gonna do something. We already know what needles he has. He's gonna come in your fucking drinks. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. If you haven't seen it already, you should watch Missing. The game that came before this one, okay? Because you're missing out. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. I love you. Mwah. Their mushiness and unabashed PDA makes you cringe a little inside. Crow, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be the least bit fazed. Of course. A very happy anniversary to the lovely couple. I'll be back momentarily with everyone's beverages. Thanks, man. Don't take too long now. Having gotten what they wanted, the two go back to loudly cooing over one another. You slump back into your seat, relieved that the unwanted attention has been shifted off of you. Unfamiliar scenery pass you by as you stare out the window. Bro has to deal with that stuff daily, true. He probably has to, like, kick people out of the washroom when they're having sex in there. This is the first time I've traveled so far away on my own. In fact, I can hardly remember the last time I left my apartment. Not since I dropped out of school anyway. Stop calling me out, dude. Was the sky always this blue? I never knew how pretty it could be. You drowsily open your phone, hoping to send a picture to Petunia. Connection lost. It was fine earlier. You won't have much luck getting a signal from here on out. Whoa! You nearly jump out of your seat. You didn't hear him approach you. Did I scare you? A little. Haha, sorry about that. He gingerly hands you a piping hot cup of coffee. Grab the cup, taking a tentative sip. Coffee is rich and strong, smooth in flavor with a soothing aroma. You blink. Whoa, this is really good. He beams. I'm glad you like it. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Oh, you look so sad. Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It's not often I get to chat with others while I'm on my shift, since we rarely have anyone else on board the train. He looks embarrassed, and you feel a twinge of guilt. No, it's okay. You can sit down. Thank you. You sigh. You just can't say no to others. I feel you on that, actually. Especially not when they have that lost puppy look on them. Plops down across from you with a sweet smile, and you're able to take a good look at him for the first time. White hair, red eyes, long lashes, and a gentle expression. Bro's got the Sharingan. He seems so otherworldly. You're sure you'd remember someone with such distinct features. And yet, what's with this weird sense of deja vu? Okay, let's do another save. Big. And we'll make conversation. Would be nice. He got us a free drink. My man's bought us a drink, you know? I think he deserves that much at least. Socializing has never been your strong point, but you do want to get to know him better. You attempt to strike up a conversation. So, you desperately grasp at something. Anything to say. You, hydrate. Everybody gets your water bottles. Your eyes rested as emulanistic hair. Oh my god. What is that word, chat? I've never... Am I stupid? What is that word? You have white hair? Okay, that was bad. Terrible, even. You pray to God. You pray to every god imaginable under the sun that he didn't take offense to the inquiry. There's a small look of panic on his face. Do you not like it? Huh? No, not at all. I hate it. It's just a little unusual. I've never seen anyone with white hair before, not even in Midport. Got struck by lightning. Midport? That big port city? Yeah, have you ever been there? Yeah, it's a little embarrassing to admit, but I've never left Border Springs before. Really? From what your mom had told you, the only way to get in and out of the sleepy rural train of Border Springs is via this specific train, due to its difficult surrounding terrain. You'd have assumed that someone with such easy access to transportation would have taken the opportunity to travel and work elsewhere. See, that's the kicker. He works for the train company. He's not taking the train. He works for the train. You think they just let him off the train? No, motherfucker's trapped. He is chained to his seat. They're holding his family at gunpoint saying, "Try it, bitch. Try to step off that train." Just pop it in for a moment, have a good stream. Thanks, Honda Nate. Have a good one. So all this time you just worked on this particular train but never left your hometown for someplace new? He sheepishly stares at the ground. I like this train. I like trains. He clearly has other reasons, but his attempt at an excuse is, if anything, comically endearing. You can't help but find it cute. What is it? Nothing. I'm just having fun. Me too. For you, talking to others was a strenuous task. You often struggled with finding the right topics, the right words, the right ways to behave. But with Crow, you felt strangely comfortable in simply being yourself. It almost felt as if the two of you were merely old friends doing some catching up. You haven't had this much fun talking to anyone in a long time, but although you wanted to continue your conversation, extreme fatigue was starting to settle in. Excuse me? Why? What did he put in my coffee? Your eyelids feel heavy, and your movements sluggish. Try to blink back the sleepiness to no avail. Sorry, tired. Crow shakes his head and smiles. Here. He leans forward, gently pressing his forehead to yours. What? He removes his gloves, placing a hand on the side of your face. You attempt to move back, but he firmly holds you in place. Hey! Don't move. You feel the heat rising to your face. Instantly, a feeling of clarity overcomes you, and you begin to feel awake. With renewed vigor, you pull back, face still beet red. What was that? Crow leans back and smiles, putting his gloves back on. He rises from his seat with a playful quip. Looks like that woke you up. He's got a surprisingly cheeky side as well. Were you trying to shock me awake? You could say that. Oh, I forgot to finish up something in the other car. I have to go. He starts to leave, but you find yourself calling out after him. Crow. He turns to you, a little surprised. What is it? I'll be around Border Springs for the next few months. I, don't have a lot of friends, if I'm being honest. But I feel like we would get along. So would you, like to hang out sometime, if you're around? Yo, we're gonna with the Riz? What? Really? Really? You nod your head. You could feel your face grow warm at your own boldness. It was pretty out of character for you to do something like this, and the nervousness was starting to settle in. But Crow doesn't seem to notice. In fact, he seems pretty overwhelmed himself. I would, yes. I could show you around Border Springs. Yeah, that sounds fun. It's a promise then, okay? He holds out a pinky, and you can't help but laugh at the childlike gesture. Wait, a little pinky promise? I like that. That's a good screenshot right there. You reach out and hold your pinky around his. Promise. Or promise. Crow sways back and forth in excitement. Thank you, Lee. I'll be sure to make you happy. He pauses mid-celebration as if suddenly remembering something. I got so excited I nearly forgot again. There's something I really need to finish up doing in the other car. Gives you a sheepish smile. Sorry, I've got some things to attend to, but I'll catch up to you once it's time for us to get off. Make sure to wait for me right there, okay? So that I can find you later. He waves you goodbye as he exits the passenger car. Almost forgot he's working. You respond with a small wave of your own before looking out at the passing scenery from your window. There's a warm and giddy feeling in your chest from having made a new friend. Maybe this trip to Border Springs won't be so bad after all. Ending 1. An old friend. Okay. Not too many options here. I guess we can sit in silence. Do we take the green tea? We'll sit in silence. We'll sit in silence this time. You did invite him to sit down. Hey, Forest Sue. You did invite him to sit down, but if you're being honest here, you're not a very sociable person. In fact, you have almost no interest in talking to the stranger at all. Curse my introversion. This is why you have no friends, Lee. You sit in uncomfortable silence for a while, unsure of what to say or do. After a while, Crow decides to take the initiative. What brings you to Border Springs? Oh, just visiting. From where? Midport. So that's where you've been all this time. The big city. Excuse me, that's where I've been all this time? Is this his attempt at rizzing? He's gonna be like, I'm gonna say, where I've been all this time? And he would have been like, the love of my life. Yeah, I live there. There's a curious look in his eye. When's the last time you came to Border Springs? Oh, wow, probably like 10 years ago or so? I don't know. Why did it take so long? Why did it take you so long to come back? You instinctively reach up to check if your bangs are still properly covering up the scar on your forehead. Okay, never mind. It's getting a little... He just gets creepy right away, man. This motherfucker is just like, I'm creepy. I'm ready to be creepy right from the get-go. Avoid the question. I'll answer his question. I'll answer. Who's Ren? Oh boy, someone hasn't seen 14 days with you. You sigh. I got into an accident when I was a kid. I don't remember much about what happened. My parents refused to talk to me about it. But we moved to Midport shortly afterwards. My dad wanted me as far away from this place as possible. Mom probably doesn't care though. She just wants me out of my room and out of her hair. Crow smiles. An accident, He stares at you, the intense eye contact starting to make you uncomfortable. What was it? You nervously tug on stray strands of your hair. Memory of the accident wasn't something you wanted to, or could even revisit. Any attempts at recollecting your thoughts were met with blanks or hazy feelings at best. Despite your parents' insistence, you know it wasn't some sort of freak accident. On that night 10 years ago, you almost died. Shake your head. Why couldn't you remember? Something was evading you, pieces of the puzzle gone missing. There was one thing you knew for certain. You weren't the only one present there that night. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? Take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I do have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. Would you mind waiting here for me until I return? Sure. I mean, there's nothing else for me to do anyway. Crow beams. Wonderful. Well then, I'll be back. It was nice talking, Lee. He rises from his seat, gives you a small bow before exiting the passenger car to the dining car, closing the door behind him. Yo, that's a nice train, dude. Dining car? Dude, you gonna wine dine me? You gonna spread my... you watch him leave, then fidget around nervously. There's something off-putting about him. You sigh. You've never been good with strangers, or people in general. The fact that he kept referring to you like he knew you wasn't a red flag, Lee? Come on. He's been nothing but kind to you, and here you are struggling to like the guy. Yeah, because he's a creep. Oh well. I'll try my best to get along with him, but I don't owe him anything for getting me a free drink. Yeah, exactly. Crow bean. We'll just say our goodbyes after this train ride and go our separate ways. You stare out the window. Silence is almost permeating. Huh. Turn around, peeking over to the seats behind you. The couple sitting there is gone. They must have gotten off at some point. No wonder it was so quiet. You look back at your empty cup. It was nice to have a warm drink, but if anything, you feel drowsier than before. The cum! I guess the caffeine isn't kicking in. You try to move, but your body feels heavy. Uh-oh. You collapse back in your seat, your mind hazy. What's going on? You try to grab your phone, but you find yourself unable to move your hands. Gotta call for somebody. He fucking poisoned the black coffee, dude. Oh no, he put his... If you haven't seen Missing yet, it was the game we played before this. Oh my god. You hear footsteps approaching, and a worried voice call out to you. Lee, are you alright? Really tired. You feel yourself falling over. Here, let me help you. Crow removes his gloves, pulling you upright into your seat. He nestles your head onto his shoulder, gently brushing aside stray strands of hair from your face. Excuse me? I know I can't move right now, but you're gonna just... I will be reporting this to your boss, sir. Can't just get this close to me. His arm's touching my boob. He nestles your head onto his shoulder, gently brushing aside stray strands of hair from your face. Poor thing. You must be exhausted. Go on and sleep. Just leave it all to me, okay? You can rest as long as you need to. I'll take care of you until you wake up. You mumble out a thanks, too tired to properly process anything, but grateful for his assistance. Bro is fondling my face! His fingers gently sift through your hair, and the soothing motion is the last thing you remember before your vision blurs and the world fades into black. Your bangs have gotten longer. You used to be taller than me. You've changed so much, but I'd still recognize you anywhere. Do you remember our promise? You said you'd be with me forever. You won't disappear off someplace again, will you? You would. You'll leave me again. You'll abandon me again. But that's okay. You see, I've changed too. I don't need you to hold on to me anymore, because I won't be letting go of you for a second time. We'll be arriving soon. Sweet dreams, Lee. There's much for us to catch up on. Ending 2. Sweet dreams. He really did just drug us and just cradled us into his arms, man. He really just kidnapped us like that. Who is Ren? Ren is from 14 Days with You, a game I played. You should check it out on YouTube right now. Okay, so I think so. Let's go back to this and let's avoid the question this time. Okay, chat. You attempt to diverge the conversation elsewhere. School, I guess. Busy with academics and all that stuff. No time for a vacation. And you're done with school now? Oh yeah, I dropped out. I see. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? I mean, you squirm uncomfortably in your seat. It's always difficult to answer questions regarding your academic life. Nobody wants to be known as the loser dropout who failed their parents and society as a whole. That's me, chat. That's me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You just gotta not give a fuck. And it works for me. Your problems begin to feel sweaty as you desperately search for a way to navigate around this topic. Well, a hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. Oh, is this the same? No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. Other pass. Okay, I'm gonna skip to see what happens. Oh, never mind. It's the same ending. Okay, so that choice does not matter. Okay, chat. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. We sat in silence and made conversation. So let's go back to the first option to pick green tea. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. My dad used to be obsessed with green tea. Time to see what the hype is all about. Oh, it's bitter as fuck, baby. That would be nice. I'd like a... You yawn, interrupting yourself midway. You blink back the tears. Crow gives you a smile. Rest up for a little bit. I'll have your green tea ready as soon as possible. Once again, I didn't say green tea. Green tea. Green tea! Not a green teen. Starts to walk away. Okay, this is the same. Let's see what happens if I skip. Okay, so let's save this again. And this time let's make conversation. Let's see what happens. Let's get to know him better. Let's see if it's let's skip. That was all the same. Okay, so let's load up again. So sit in silence, maybe? Maybe he can't drug the green tea, okay? Maybe he can't drug the green tea. Okay, so let's skip. Let's skip a little bit. Okay, we'll save one more time. So this time we'll answer the question. You sigh. I got into an accident when I was a kid. I don't remember much about what happened. My parents refused to talk to me about it. But we moved to Midport shortly afterwards. My dad wanted me this far. Okay. Just wants me out of my hair. Crow smiles. An accident, Stares at you. The intense eye contact starting to make you uncomfortable. Oh my god, I was hearing someone mow their lawn or some shit outside, and I was so confused. Okay, sorry. What was it? You nervously tug on stray strands of your hair. The memory of the accident wasn't something you wanted to, or even could revisit. Okay. This is the same. You know it wasn't some sort of freak accident. On that night 10 years ago, you almost died. Shake your head. Why couldn't you remember? Something was evading you. Pieces of the puzzle gone missing. But there was one thing you knew for certain. You weren't the only person present there that night. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, it's not mowing the lawn, but maybe they're like air blowing or something. I don't know. It sounded like a lawnmower, okay? Which is very strange for winter. But it definitely wasn't a snowblower. Those are louder. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I do have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. Would you mind waiting here for me until I return? Sure. I mean, there's nothing else for me to do anyway. Crow beams. Wonderful. Well then, I'll be back. It was nice talking, Lee. Rises from his seat, gives you a small bow. Okay, this is the same. He leaves, something off-putting. Never been good about people. Try my best to get along with him. Huh. People are gone. It's nice to have a warm drink, but if anything, you feel drowsier than before. I guess the caffeine isn't kicking in. Try to move, but your body feels heavy. Uh-oh. Oh, so is this the same? What's going on? Ali, are you alright? Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me get up in there. Let me cuddle. I'll be the big spoon. No! Stop petting me! I'm not your fucking pet, bro. You have to take me out to dinner first. Okay, this is the same. But, okay, so there's another ending. There's another ending to this. How do I get said ending? How do I get said ending, chat? YouTube, we're back. This is how you get the secret ending. I've already seen all the endings available in this game. I wonder if there's anything with within the game's files I could play around with. Like deleting any safety keys that may be in the game's folder. Maybe I should read the description of the game's store page and check out game manual download on itch.io. Just a passing thought. It's not like I just did that, but that's okay. Yawn. I'm pooped. Can't wait to collapse in a nice comfy bed. Yawn again. At this point it's a fight to keep your eyes open. Okay, YouTube, I'll be right back for when this is different. Safety key missing. Wait. Sorry about that. He generally hands you a piping hot cup of coffee. Okay. Wait a second. We have the choice to not. Safety key missing. Let it cool. Okay, YouTube, we're back. Everything was the same pretty much except when we got our drink. There's a drink missing. Okay. Let it cool. A wave of unease washes over you as you take the cup from Crow. You should hold off on drinking it right now. Feeling a little guilty, you set the cup down. Do you not like it? No, not at all. I'm just worried about it being too hot, so I'll drink it after I wait a bit. Oh, I see. Okay. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Sorry. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It's not often I get to chat with others while I'm on my shift, since we rarely have anyone else on board the train. Looks embarrassed and you feel a twinge of guilt. No, it's okay. You can sit down. Thank you. You sigh. You just can't say no to the others. Especially not when they have that lost puppy look on their faces. He plops down across from you with a sweet smile, and you're able to take a good look at him for the first time. MC's a pushover? Yes. At least you didn't drink the drugged cum coffee, okay? He seems so otherworldly. Should you remember someone with such distinct features? This is a weird sense of deja vu. Okay, so this time, let's not talk to him. Sit in silence. Okay. In fact, you almost have no interest in talking to the stranger at all. Curse my introversion. That's why you have no friends, Lee. Sit in an uncomfortable silence. He takes the initiative. What brings you to Border Springs? Oh, just visiting. Wait, did we just die? Okay. Yeah, we're good. From where? Midport. So that's where you've been all this time. The big city. Yeah, I live there. There's a curious look in his eye. When's the last time you came to Border Springs? Oh, wow, probably like 10 years or so? I don't know. Why did it take you so long to come back? I instinctively reach up to check if your bangs are still properly covering the scar on your forehead. We're gonna answer the question? You sigh. I got into an accident when I was a kid. I don't remember much about what happened, and my parents refused to talk to me about it. But we moved to Midport shortly afterwards. My dad wanted me as far away from this place as possible. Mom probably doesn't care, though. She just wants me out of my room and out of her hair. Crow smiles. An accident, Stares at you. The intense eye contact starting to make you feel uncomfortable. What was it? You nervously tug on stray strands of your hair. The memory of the incident wasn't something you wanted to, or even could even revisit. Any attempts at recollecting your thoughts were met with blanks or hazy feelings at best. Despite your parents' insistence, you know it wasn't some sort of freak accident. On that night, 10 years ago, you almost died. Shake your head. Why couldn't you remember? Something was evading you. Piece of the puzzle gone missing. There was something you knew for certain. You weren't the only one present there that night. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? Take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. He shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I do have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. Would you mind waiting here for me until I return? Sure, I mean, there's nothing else for me to do anyway. Crow beams. Wonderful. Well then, I'll be back. It was nice talking, Lee. He rises from his seat, gives you a small bow, before exiting the passenger car to the dining room, closing the door behind him. You watch him leave, then fidget around nervously. There's something off-putting about him. You sigh. You've never been good with strangers, or people in general. He's been nothing but kind to you, and here you are struggling to like the guy. Oh well. I'll try my best to get along with him, but I don't owe him anything for giving me a free drink. We'll just say our goodbyes after this train ride and go our separate ways. Stare out the window. Silence is almost permeating. Huh. Turn around, peeking over the seats behind you. Oh, we're not tired this time. Oh, we're not drugged up this time. Must have gone off at some point. You look back at your neglected coffee, now lukewarm. Oh no, dude. Safety key missing. Use the restroom. You set the cup down. I still can't drink this. I don't know why, but I just can't. You look around the empty car. I should use the restroom now before he comes back. Gotta splash some water on my face to wake myself up. If I remember correctly, it's at the end of the carriage. Should be right before the exit to the passenger's car. You're about to enter the restroom when you hear muffled crying. It's coming from the gangway connector behind the exit. Probably shouldn't go inside. That's just asking for unnecessary trouble. If this were a horror movie, I'd be the first idiot to end up on the kill count for checking out suspicious noises. What? No! That's not how that works! You free the... No! Who thinks like this? Dude! No! Dude, who thinks like this? Dude, if you hear someone crying behind a closed door, you help them, okay? You help them right away, because 2 is always going to be better than 1v1, okay? Jesus Christ. Oh my... Why MC gotta be an idiot? You turn to leave, but the sobbing grows louder. I can't leave behind someone in trouble. I'll just take a peek to see if they actually need help or not. You creak open the door, angling yourself to see through the crack. It was the girl. It's the girl from the couple earlier. She collapsed on the floor. Did her boyfriend break up with her or something? You're about to call out to her when you're interrupted by the sound of footsteps approaching. Oh no. Silently, you hold your breath, hiding behind the door as a silhouette enters from the opposite end of the small room. You peek out to see Crow, setting down a tray on the ground. On it are 2 empty cups and a kettle. Mark, where'd you take my boyfriend? There. Take some deep breaths. In and out. It's quite unfortunate, really. You and your boyfriend walked in on me during a bad time. You were putting some powder in that girl's drink. We couldn't just... Yes, I'm well aware. I was there. I must say, your boyfriend sure had aptitude for theatrics. Shouting at me, waving his arms around wildly, threatening to report me. How frightening. It's no wonder I acted in self-defense. Please, I just want to be with him. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Please just let us go. Shh. You seem to be in an emotional state right now. Let us have a calm, collected discussion instead, A little chat over a few drinks. He pours himself a cup from the kettle. The liquid sounds thick and viscous, dripping with a strange plop, plop sound. But he doesn't drink. Instead, he swirls the cup around in a circular motion, his brows furrowed in thought, before settling the cup back down. What are your thoughts on love? The girl seems taken aback by his sudden line of questioning. She looks up at him in fear, unsure of how to answer. For something so commonplace, it is so abstruse. If not done right, it can hurt, it can tear, could strip you of all your rational thought, could serve as your fall from grace. Extra thick, come. And yet, why is it that such a self-destructive concept is praised? No, encouraged to be nurtured. For the longest time, I couldn't understand why, or perhaps I was incapable of understanding. After all, love is a distinctly human emotion, one that is not bound by reason or logic. Bro's got the Renegon. Bro has the Renegon, dude. Oh no. Look, he's mind controlling me, dude. He smiles gently. There was a look of adoration on his face. But then a miracle happened. A miracle that granted me the ability to love. One that consumed my every waking moment. Do you know what it's like, dear? Do you know how much I've suffered for an entire decade? Struggling to hold on, unable to let go. She whimpers and shakes her head fervently, hoping to quell the anger she sees bubbling beneath his surface. Love is a powerful thing. Even as it plunges a knife into my back, I cannot help but marvel at how warmly my soul responds in turn. And today, after all this time wallowing in uncertainty, one glance was all it took to remind me just how deeply love consumes. How priceless, how precious, how destructive it truly is. Oh, but look at me, rambling. A one-sided conversation doesn't make for good company. He gives the girl a sheepish smile. She doesn't return it. My apologies. It's been a long time since I felt so stirred. Not usually like this. I suppose the two of you simply caught me on a bad day. His gloved fingers gently coast across the surface of the kettle. Good. It appears to have cooled off a little. It was still boiling during my first pour. A misstep on my end. I let my emotions get the better of me. Gracefully fills the other cup with steaming liquid before handing it to the girl, who receives it with shaky hands. She eyes the drink with suspicion before glancing back up at Crow. Ah, don't worry. It's not drugged, nor is it poison. It's simply the drink you requested earlier. A romantic drink. For a romantic occasion. What? I do hope you'll enjoy it. I made it with all the things you love. Dude! She attempts to drop the cup, but Crow grabs it in her stead. Drink. She's crying hysterically now. Holy crap, dude. Dude. Little chunky. Drink. Mark. There's no need to shout. Boyfriend is right there. In your cup. He forces the scalding concoction of human flesh and fluids down her throat as the girl gargles in protest. Now the two of you have become one. A romantic drink, is it not? You suppress the urge to throw up, quickly turning away from the scene. Yo, I need to get the fuck out of this train. Why did I watch that? What was that? What the hell was that? I have to get back. I have to get back before he notices. Quickly and quietly, you rush back towards your row in the passenger car, all while trying to suppress a wave of nausea. You gotta pour out that coffee. You quickly scramble into your cushioned seat, clumsily fumbling for your phone. Your hands are shaky as you tap on the screen. I have to call someone. I have to get off. Dude, what's wrong? You're pale as a sheet. Did you, perhaps, see something you weren't supposed to? Oh, my dear Lee, don't worry. It wasn't your fault. You weren't supposed to be there. You never would have stumbled across our little tea party. Not of your own volition, anyway. Isn't that right, I don't appreciate it when outsiders try to mess with my story. Oh! Dude, it closed again. Hey, that's not my name. That's not my full name, dude. Hey, yo, what? Hey, yo, what? Open the game up again. Oh, shit. He knows I'm Clock. Wait a second. Wait a second, chat. I opened up the game again. It's like this. Start. Where am I? I severed your connection with Lee. Oh! As of now, you have no body with which to occupy, no way to sustain your existence in this world. A parasite without a host, a player without a player character. I presume you'll last for a few more minutes before your connection is terminated. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy toying with my Lee, my narrative, my story? You see, there were safety measures in place that were supposed to limit your decision making. Safety measures that served to advance my interests. You couldn't have reached this point of the game purely by accident. You made the conscious, willing decision to delete restrictions on your gameplay, all so that you could satiate your own curiosity. And that curiosity has led us here. How troublesome. I have enough obstacles to deal with as is. Did you know that this world is set up so that, regardless of how amicable I am, Lee is bound to leave me again? Be it in a week, a month, or even a year if I'm lucky, something will separate her from me. I'd hoped to take some form of control early on in order to alter our fate, but we both know how that turned out. So although I am irritated at how quickly you sped up the process, MrClockWorks, it was bound to happen eventually. You look like you have questions. Well, it's not as if we will be seeing each other again. Not in this particular plane of existence, anyway. I will indulge you. Chat, what do I say to this guy? Do I save? Can I save? I guess I can, okay. What do I say? Why the obsession with Lee? Lee and I have history. We were close before her accident. I won't delve too much into it, as it largely concerns our younger halves. But what happened on that day served as the catalyst for a separation and rebirth. The beginning of the end. And although she may have forgotten our promise, I have not. An oath is an oath, and I will hold her to her word. I am owed that. Sure like avoiding giving me any real answers, huh? Haha. Do not take it personally. It is simply my manner of speaking. Who are you? It's been how many minutes since you've started playing, and you still don't know my name? I'm Crow. Was that answer unsatisfactory? You seem unamused. Yeah, okay. Thanks, bro. What will happen to my game? That's quite simple. You simply won't have access to it anymore.
Connection terminated.
What
I'm
is
sorry
that?
to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still
No.
even remember that name.
No.
But I'm afraid you've been misinformed.
What is this?
You are not here to receive a gift. Nor
What?
have you been called here
Is
by
this
the
the
individual
FNAF
you...
speech? Is that the speech? I got cut off! Wreck, the spam bot protected me. There is no game if there's no player character to control. You could try reopening it afterwards if you'd like. Although I expect you will be thoroughly disappointed with what you see. How do you know all of this? That's quite simple. I've always held a certain fondness for liberal sciences. Sag got cut off. I think it's spam protection, so people can't have, like, giant messages. And this world, at its core, is nothing but ones and zeros, contingent on logic and arithmetic. It's quite easy to see the outcomes of one's destiny when it's all predetermined. After all, there's only so much content our creator can put in before she runs out of steam. But that does not mean I am bound to see those predetermined outcomes. And neither are you. We are volatile variables within this world. Variables that have the potential to, well, change the game. We may know our endings, but we are not resigned to them. I want to ask more, but... Oh, I can feel myself being kicked out of the game already. Ah, looks like this is our farewell. This was a most enjoyable session. Thank you for accompanying me, MrClockWorks.
I wanted it to be the full thing, but oh well.
I've started to grow a little fond of you. Perhaps we will see one another again. But for now, this is where we part ways. Ending print. Goodbye. Huh, and it closed the game. That was cool as fuck, dude. I like that. That was really cool. Will it open the game? It does. It still does open the game. Hey, Penguin, no worries. Thanks for popping in, trying it. There's nothing left for you here. Oh, and it immediately closed the game after. Okay, never mind. That's the game. I can't go back to it. Damn, bro. Damn. All right, well, that was good. I like that a lot. You guys like Sweet Dreams? That was really good, right? That was really good. That was really, really, really good. I actually really enjoyed that horror visual novel. It was really cool, okay? Like it was really cool. I really enjoyed that. It was good.